What's going on, beautiful people? I hope and pray y'all are doing phenomenally well and kicking things off on your real estate investing journey. So, on this video, I want to share with you three powerful platforms that I believe every investor should be utilizing and leveraging, no matter if you're just getting started or even if you're a more seasoned investor. I still believe that these three platforms will help you take quantum leaps in your business. Okay. Before I jump into those things, there'll be a link in the description for a free wholesaling boot camp, about a 45-minute training where I unpack how you can transform your life through real estate investing. Click on the link, watch the training. It is completely free. We are trying to help as many people get started in real estate investing as we possibly can. Now, let's get to the three platforms that I believe every single new investor should be using and leveraging. Okay. Now, these aren't in any specific order. And I'll even explain why I think these are so powerful. Okay. So, number one will be PropStream. Okay. Now, why I believe you should be using PropStream, and I am not just saying that because they are a partner or an affiliate of the Corral. Okay. I am extremely unbiased when it comes to these things. I'll even take it a step further. Any typically affiliate that I have or recommend, I'm actively using in our business today in 2025. Number one. Number two, I've been using them before they became a partner. Okay. So I want to make that very clear. But why I believe you should be using PropStream is that you need to be able to, number one, run your comps. How do you know what to offer these properties when you don't have access to the MLS or you're not an agent and you need to try to find what to offer? What is the ARV on these properties, right? How to analyze these properties correctly. So, PropStream has been around for, I think, like over 20 years. And I want you to think about that with me for a moment. Over 20 years, they have been in this industry, in this business. Okay. So I know you're going to see tons and tons and tons of softwares and platforms that pop up, but nobody has the tenure that PropStream has. And secondly, PropStream is also backed by one of the largest national title companies, Stewart Title, that was bought. Okay. Stewart Title bought PropStream. This is huge, especially for the amount of data that they can get their hands on. And so, no, they are not going to be 100% accurate, but no platform is. Okay. But they have been battle tested and battle tested and battle tested. I want a company that has longevity in this industry, that continues to elevate and innovate in their field, in their realm that they operate in. And so that's why I think PropStream is so powerful. Okay. Not only can you run your comps with them, but you can also do marketing, you can pull data, you can skip trace. There's so many other options that you can leverage and use within this one platform. It is well worth it. Okay. I don't see how anybody can say they're getting started in real estate investing and not have this platform. It's game changer. Okay. So that's platform number one, or software number one, that I believe every new investor should be using. Number two is going to be Investor Base. Now, what Investor Base is, it is a disposition software, so to speak. But what this allows you to do is find premium end buyers for your deals if you're choosing to wholesale. But how this can also benefit you if you're a fix and flipper is you can go in here and look at real-time data and see what other investors are paying for properties in those areas. So this way, you make sure that you're in alignment with those other investors, okay? Especially the investors who are buying multiple properties in that area. If they're buying multiple properties in that area, they're probably making money, correct? Right? And so if they're making money, then you can actually go in there and see, okay, what are they buying these properties at? What does it look like? How are they flipping these properties? What the quality of the rehab that they're doing? You're just basically looking at the information from a completely different lens. Okay. So it benefits you whether you're a wholesaler or you're a fix and flipper. Even if you're a buy and hold person, the same thing applies because now you can also see what other landlords are buying properties at. It's insane what this one platform can offer you. Okay. And so not only that, it also creates other opportunities and a whole new business model in itself. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue twisted to where now you can co-wholesale and JV with people on their deals because you have access to nationwide buyers. Do you see why this one platform is so insane and how it can bless you, right? On so many different levels. One of the biggest fears uh, that new investors have is getting these properties under contract and they don't feel like they can wholesale them or they can't find end buyers. Well, not only can you find and access in buyers for your properties, but now you can go and solve other people's problems. Okay. The more problems you solve, the more money you make. Okay. So keep that in the back of your mind. Now, the third platform that I think every single new investor should have or seasoned is a CRM. Okay. It doesn't matter what CRM you use. I personally, as of today, use Podio. Okay. I've been using Podio. There's amazing CRMs that are available out there to you. If you don't know what a CRM, it stands for like customer relationship management system. So basically, let's say you talk to a seller, John Smith on 123 Main Street, and he wants to sell, just not today. Okay. Well, if you talk to a seller and they don't want to sell today, how are you maintaining and following up with that lead going forward? Right. Now, I'm a huge note taker. Okay. I keep pen and pad and notes here with me all the time, but it is not an effective way to manage leads. Okay. I need you to get a CRM. It took me a long time to figure that out for me. Right. I even had some paper lead sheets, is what we called them. My wife made them for me, where it would basically have the seller's name and information and any notes that I had from the conversation. Well, after a while, I'm trying to filter through filter through all these little papers, right? Can you imagine that? Me sitting here almost like a file cabinet trying to say, who do I need to follow up with? Well, with my CRM, it takes me out of the equation because when I go in there and I talk to that seller, I can add notes. I can set alarms or reminders for me to follow up with them, what our last conversation was about, and so forth, right? So now when I log into our CRM every single day, I know exactly who needs to be followed up with, what conversations that I need to have. And then also, this is scalable. Once you start building out a team, now you can add them into your CRM. So now they can go in there and start handling all of those tasks on a daily basis. And you can see the conversations that they're having. They should be updating those notes, etc. Okay. So these are my top 3 platforms that I believe will help you take quantum leaps in your business if you use them and leverage them correctly. Okay. I know that we live in an age now, especially in the real estate investing industry, where there's so many different platforms, right? Do not get sucked into that hole where you feel like you need 1,000 different platforms. You don't. I truly believe that if you have these 3 things, prop stream, investor base, and a CRM, you can scale this to a lot. Okay. You can scale this to a lot, just using those 3 platforms. So those are my recommendations. I would actually love to hear what yours are. If you think there's anything that I missed, please leave in the comments. If you completely disagree with me, please leave in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on what you think are some of the most impactful softwares and systems in your real estate investing business. But until then, y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all soon.